Hi everyone, I am going to discuss about programming MCQs in C language. Today's concept is conditional statements. Going to the first code, just guess what is the output. All the 20 questions belongs to the guess the output only. Look at the first question. A is equal to 10 here. If of A, print high, else print by. What is the output? For example, if here A means A is equal to 10 here, that means 10 is going to be replaced in if of 10. In C programming language, any number other than 0, if it is either positive or negative, any value is going to be represented true only. Only 0 represents false. That means this 10 is going to be replaced with 1. That means it is going to be a true statement. That's why then the output is going to be a if. If I am going to execute it, the output is high only. It never goes to the else block here. Going to the second question, and here A is equal to 10 if not of A, print high and print by. This by is not belong to any else. It is a general statement. That means it is going to be print. No doubt about that. It is going to be print as by. But we have to check that is this statement is executing or not. What is this value? If of A, for example, if of A value is 10, 10 is true, right? True represents 1 here. And one more operator is there. This is a bit logical not. Logical not is going to be, if it is true, it is going to be converted as false. If it is false, it is going to be turned as a true. Here it is true, I am going to convert it as a false here. That means it is going to be like this. If of false, that means this statement is not executed. This statement is only executed, the output is by here. Okay. For example, if I am going to remove this not here, if I am going to execute it, this statement and this statement, both statements will be executed like this. Okay. Going to the third question. Int A is equal to 10. If a semicolon is there, just observe here, just one semicolon is there. That means this if block is going to be ended here. There is no relationship between this one and this part. Okay, that means this printf high is going to be executed normally, and this by is also executed normally. Then the output is high and by. Why? Because this statement and this block of statements are not related. That's why high is also printed and by is also printed here. Moving to the next question. Here also one semicolon for if statement. That means there is no relationship between this if and this printf statement, but else is there. If I am going to execute it, it is going to be given error. What is that error? Else without previous if. That means if is closed here, but else is opened here. We cannot write else as normally. Without any if we cannot write. But if is there, but it is closed here. That's why it is going to be give an error every time. For example, if I delete the semicolon, it will be executed normally. But if I am putting any semicolon here, there is no else statement without if. That's why it is going to be error. Going to the next question. If of 10, any value other than 0 is true, right? That means if of 10 means if of true, then the true block, that means if block is going to be executed. That means output is high here. Going to the next question. If of 0, 0 represents false here. That means if false means it is going to be executed the else block statements. What is the else block? Here by That's why the output is by here. Going to the next question. If of minus 10, if of minus 10 other than 0, any value, either it is positive or negative, any value is treated as a true statement, then if of true is high is the output here. Going to the next question. A is equal to 10. Here I am writing that A is equal to 5. Sometimes we are writing like this, right? A double equal to 5. There are, for example, is equal to means it is a assignment operator. Double equal to means it is a comparison operator. Comparison operator means is A is 5, a question mark is there. But here A is equal to 5 means this is an assignment operator. Some students are thinking that this is an error. But this is not an error. Why? Because if A is equal to 5 like this and A is modified with 5 value, that means if of 5 now, what is A value? A value is 5 and it is going to be replaced in A. Now if of 5, any positive value, that means true, then it is converted like this. That means it is going to be print high here. Yes, high. For example, if I am going to change this value to 0, that means A is equal to 0. If of 0 means it is going to be replaced with 0, right? Then it is moving into by here. Why? Because if of false, that's why it is going to be print by here. Going to the next question. Some expression is there in if block here. A is equal to 10, B is equal to 5. A plus plus logical or plus plus B. How we are going to evaluate this expression? A plus plus. Look at once, this is a logical OR operator. How the logical OR operator works means if any block this A plus plus or any block is 1, all the total statement is going to be a true. And if, for example, if it is true, the control never moves to this one and never executes this one first of all. Okay. Now this is a post increment operation. A plus plus means what is A value now? A value is 10. At this statement A value is 10 only. After this statement A value becomes 11. Why? Because it is a post increment operator. Then logical OR. Look at here, 10 and logical OR. Any positive value represents a true, right? Then it doesn't move to plus plus B. That's why B is not incremented here. Only A is incremented. A is incremented as 10, as 11, but B is not incremented. If one statement is true, the total statement is true, then it is going to be replaced with 1 like this. Then the control is moving into here. If is printed, what is A value? A value is modified as 11, but B value is not modified here. That's why B value remains same as 5 only. Okay, now I am going to execute it if 11 and 5 is the answer. Next question. Now this is the logical AND operator. A plus plus, logical AND plus plus B. How logical AND operator works? If one statement, for example A plus plus, this is 0, it never moves, the control never moves to the next statement. All are true, then only the total condition is true. Now if, what is A value? A value is 0. A value is 0. At this statement A value is 0. After this statement A is going to be plus 1. Why? Because it is a post increment operation. Then I am going to logical AND here. If one value is 0, the control never moves to the next statement, right? That's why A value is modified, B is not updated here. B is not updated, and this condition is also false because of one statement is false, total condition is false. If of false, it is going to be else, and the values are A value is 1, it is modified, but B value is not modified here. The output is 1 and 5. Else 1 and 5 is the output. For example, if I am going to change this post increment to pre increment, what is happening here? For example, plus plus A, that means A value is going to be incremented first, that is 1, that means A value is modified to 1, and the logical AND operation works. If one statement is true, then it is automatically moved to B also. This is also pre-increment. Pre-increment means B value becomes a 6. 6 means this is also true. True and true. This is going to be true here, and the value becomes, what is A value? A value is 1 and B value is 6. The output is 1 comma 6. Give 1 6. Okay. Going to the next question. X is equal to 2, float y is equal to 2.0. I am going to checking that here 2 is equal to 2.0 or not. If I am going to check with integer to float, it is going to be converted as 2.0 like this. That's why it is going to be checking that yes, it is true. That's why I is printed here. For example, this is 2.1 like this. Now it is going to be checked with the integer value, the x value is going to be checked with floating value, then it is automatically converted into 2.0. 2.0 is equal to 2.1. Now it is false. That's why it is printing by here. Okay, clear? Now moving into the next question. Next one is float and double. Float and double. For example, if I am going to execute it, float and double are not equal every time. For example, if I am going to execute it, it is going to be print by. It is going to check that 2.1 is equal to 2.1. But if it is float and double, they are not equal. For example, if the decimal points I am going to convert into 2.0 and 2.0, if I am going to execute it, now it is going to be print high. There is no problem when it is a rounded value. When it is a rounded value, there is no problem if it is a float or double anything. But when the values are changed like this, apart from rounded values, if I am going to check this, it is going to be give an error. It is going to be give a false statement. Okay. Going to the next question. Ternary operator. How this ternary operator works? If the statement, this is the statement, this is the true block and this is the false block. That means if the statement is true, this is going to be executed. If the statement is false, the false statement is going to be executed. Same as if and else. Okay, here 5 is greater than 2. Is it true or not? Yes, it is true. Then 4 is assigned to A here. 4 is assigned to A. For example, if I am going to execute it, A value is 4 here. For example, I am going to change it as less than. That means 5 is less than 2. It is going to be a false statement. Then A becomes 3 here. A becomes a 3. Going to the next question. Five is greater than 2. Is it true or not? Yes, it is true. Then the control moves to the true statement here. What is true statement? It is going to be print 4 and 1 space. 4 and 1 space. How many characters it is printing? 2 characters it is printing. 4 and space. Then this is going to be replaced with 2. Why? It is going to be print 2 characters. That's why it is going to be replaced with 2 here. Then A becomes 2. The output is 4 space 2 here. 4 space 2. For example, I am going to execute here 14 space. 14 space. That means it is going to be print 14 and 1 space. How many cats it is going to be print? 3 cats it is going to be print. For example, I am going to 141. It is going to be 141 and 1 space. How many cats total? 4 characters are total, right? Then A becomes 4 here. 141 is printed and 4 characters, 141 and 1 space. Total 4 characters are there. That's why it is going to be print 4 is the output. Next question. Five is this is the question. Sorry. 5 is greater than 2. Is 5 is greater than 2? Yes, it is true, but there is no value in true block here. But there is no value in the true block. If there is no value in the true block, it is automatically taken as 1. The default value of the true block is 1 every time. For example, if I am going to execute it, the A value becomes 1 here. Why? Because the default value in the true block is 1. If there is no value, it is automatically taken as 1 here. That's why the output is 1. Four is less than 5. Is it true? Yes, it is true. Then it is going to be print hi here, and one more print statement is there, hello. But when we are using for loop, if, else, anything, while loop, anything, if we are using multiple statements in a block, we have to maintain the curly brackets. But here there is no curly brackets. That means if there is no curly brackets, we can use only one statement here. But there are multiple statements belong to this if. That's why it is going to be give an error. There is no else without a previous if. If you are using two statements, we have to use curly brackets. No doubt about that. Next question. A is equal to 9. I am going to check that is A is equal to 9. Yes, it is true. Then it is true. Then it is moving into this true block. I am going to separate with semicolon. A is equal to 5. Semicolon C is equal to 5. This is one statement. It occupies only one statement. Here I am putting two statements here. For example, if I am going to execute it, it is going to give an error. It does not allow multiple statements in the true block or else block. It accepts only one block. Yes. Next question. But instead of semicolon, we can write comma here. We can write comma. There is no error at all. I will compile it. Yes, there are no errors here. There are no errors. Then what is the output? What value is going to be assigned to B? A is equal to 5 or B, C is equal to 1. Here first, what is the first statement here? A is equal to 5. What is the next statement here? C is equal to 1. It is going from left hand to right hand side. What is the last value? C is equal to 1. Then what is the C value that is assigned to B? Then B becomes 1 here. B becomes 1 here. For example, I am going to change here the last value as 100, for example. A is equal to 5, C is equal to 10, and the last value is 100 here. Then B becomes 100. B becomes 100. Next question about switch case. This is the switch case. It is going to be allow the case statements as alphabets or numbers. That's it. There is no floating values or not any strings. Only it allows only numbers and alphabets. Okay. Here CH is equal to 2. Switch off 2. Is there any value in the case statements using 2? Yes. Case of 2. That means yes. It is going to be converted as switch off 2 here. What is there any case statement with 2? Yes, one statement is there. Then it is going to be printed this 2 here and break. That means if I am going to execute it, output is 2 only. For example, if there is no break here, then what is the output? Then there is no break, what is the output? Is there any switch case? Yes, it is going to be some case statement with 2. It is going to be print here and automatically it is going to be the next statement, and it is going to be print this default also. Why? Because there is no break statement. For every case in switch case we have to write break. If you are not writing break, that is not a mistake or not an error. It is automatically executed the remaining statements also. For example, if I am going to execute it, it is going to be print 2 and default also. For example, if I am going to remove this break also, and I am going to change this switch 1. Now it is going to be executed this 1, there is no break, right? Then it is going to print 2, and there is no break here, then it is going to be print default also. Just look at here. Yes. For example, now again I am going to put some break here. I am going to call that switch case. If I am going to execute it, it is going to be print only 1. Why? Because there is a break after this case. That's why it is going to be terminate at this position only. And the next question. Switch off 1 here. Switch off 1. Is there any case with 1? Yes. Then it is going to be print 1 and one more break is there. After that, one more printf is there, that is 1.1. If one break case is going to be, if break is executed, the control is automatically going to out of the switch case. It never allows to print after the break values. After the break, they never prints anything. Okay. Now I am going to execute it. It is going to be print only 1. Next one. Here it is going to be CH is equal to 1.1. I already tell that it is going to be allowed only alphabets and numbers, but it is a floating value, right? Then it does not allow here, it is going to give an error. Next one. CH comma CH plus 1. There are two values here. CH comma CH plus 1. What is CH? CH is 1 comma CH plus 1 means 1 plus 1, it is going to be 2. Every time it is going to be executed from left to right. What is the last value from left to right? It is going to be 2. Then it is going to be converted switch off 2. Okay, switch off 2. Switch off 2 means it is going to be executed. Then it is 2 here. For example, if I am going to change like this, that is 2 comma 1. Then it is going to be executed case 1. Next question. Switch case with one ternary operator here. CH1. What is CH1? 10. 10 is greater than 2. Is it true or not? Yes, it is true. Then this is 1 value. If it is false, then switch off 2. This is true, that's why switch off 1. It is going to be print 1 here. For example, I am going to change to this false statement here, less than. CH1 is less than CH2. It is false, then it is moving into case 2 here. Case 2. Next question. CH is equal to 98. CH. This is an integer, but here it allows characters here. Then it automatically checks that is there any ASCII value or not. What is the ASCII value of A? that is 97. What is the ASCII value for B? That is 98. Then it is automatically going for case B here, and it is going to be print capital B. For example, if I am going to change this 98 to 97, if I am going to execute it, it is going to be print case of A. Here it is checking that ASCII values. Okay, next question. Printf do here. That means it is going to be print that do value. Then what printf statement returns every time? It is going to be written how many values we are printing, how many characters there. There are 2 characters it is printing. Then it is converted into switch off 2 here. Instead of this one, it is going to be print do, and after that it is going to be turn it as a switch off 2. Then it is going to be print this statement, the second one. If I am going to execute it, it is going to be converted as do and second, like this. That's it. I am going to post all these coding questions in GitHub, and I will share this link in the description. Thank you very much.